What up, though, to my beautiful peeps? Yeah, you. Shining bright to everything is all right. Always remember, you are wanted, you are appointed, you are anointed. Did I say that? Anointed, appointed, wanted, valued. You bring something to the table just by you being you. Always remember that. You are not inferior. You are superior. Not that you're better than anybody else, but you have value. All about the healing. Look at here. All right, Taurus. This is a Taurus only channel. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Taurus. This could be for any placement in your chart that has Taurus in it. But this is a Taurus, strictly Taurus only channel, right? Okay, so I wanted to say that, and let's get into it. Because this is not going to be for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody. But it's very important because somebody needs to hear it. And if it's not your message, still listen to it, because you may need these tools, or you may need this to help somebody else through something. I'm speaking to the Taurus collective that is going through something. Every message is not going to be rah, 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 or them, or they doing this or that. Every message is not going to be that. God is bringing this message to help the Taurus collective that's feeling left out in the cold, feeling isolated, feeling, because we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. The Nine of Cups is personal fulfillment. It's happiness. It's positive energy. It's positive thoughts. It's being able to have all your ducks in a row, your goals, your dreams, everything that you want going for you. Everything in your life is moving, is grooving, and everything is just momentally going with the flow. Everything is good. But when it's in reverse, something has happened. Something has triggered. Because when I drew these cards, it's not that you're no longer healed. It's not that you're not effective. It's not that you're no longer on the right path. However, you're triggered. Something has triggered you. I get it. Because at this point, where we stand in the world today, everything that we see, everything that we're going through as a collective, as a whole, as an American, we all are being triggered in some type of way. So I get it. So from that standpoint, let's talk about it. If you're being triggered, we all are being triggered. We all are being triggered, even if it's we seeing the result of what we see all over the world. It's being it's triggering. However, let's get back to it. Your nine of cups is being affected, it being affected because it's in a reverse. Whatever is triggering your thoughts, whatever is triggering your thoughts about yourself, whatever is triggering your thoughts about what you're seeing, is causing you to feel isolated, feel separated, like feel like you're not going to make it through something. Feeling like this situation that we getting ready to encounter, what we getting ready to go through, that you're not going to make it. That it's going to make you feel a lack mentality. That what we're going through, it could be thoughts of losing a job, it could be thoughts of losing a home, it could be thoughts of loss. It could be thoughts, because all of us are different. Everybody has a different situation. It could be your family is in danger of being throttled out of your life. It could be anything. So, again, let's talk about it. Okay? Because, let's face it, if we want to be real and be honest about this, you losing your job, you losing your home, you not knowing what's going to happen, you just got laid off, you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know this, you don't know that, or you just got denied, or you just got your check just got denied, or you just got cut off, and you don't know how you're going to make it. You don't know what you're going to do. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to sit down and you're going to accept the situation for what it is. You're not going to run from it. You're not going to hide from it and act like you're not, you're going to accept it. Acceptance means if you got to cry, if you got to yell, if you got to, whatever you got to do, you got to accept it. Because what comes with acceptance comes a solution. When you start to accept something, then you can think outside of the box as how to come up with a solution and a plan of action to be able to conquer whatever it is that you're going through. I always say that God always gives us a room, always give us a way of escape. But he can't give us a way of escape if we don't accept. If we are in a position that we don't want to accept, don't want to look at, we don't want to, it's like when you at a point where something has happened and you are in shock, you don't know what you're going to do, that's fine. That's human nature. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about once you get over the shock and initial thing, it's time to sit down and come up with a solution. And you can't come up with a solution if you're not accepting where you are. No matter how unfair, no matter how ridiculous, how outlandish this thing that has happened, no matter what it is. Because if you don't accept it, you're going to be stuck at shock. And if you are stuck at shock, this precious time that you have at the beginning of the situation, the time is ticking. The sooner that you accept where you are, the sooner you can sit down and come up with a plan of action of what it is that you need to do to survive. I'm not here because this card is left out in the cold. This card is lack. This card is you begging. You are in a place of despair. You're desperate. You're willing to do desperate things because you feel like you don't have an option, but you do have an option. You always have an option. You just have to sit down, settle your nerves, and settle yourself. I can break this down on so many levels because our ancestors, the ones that came before us, they went through some things. No matter what your background is, whoever you are, all ancestors went through something. They went through some things. But they always came out on top. Whether it was good, bad, or ugly, they always came on top. Our ancestors survived. Some worse than others. We already know the story for different cultures. However, we still survived. If we look back, if they survived, everything being taken away from them, and they still lived and they survived, we can survive. No, we don't want to go back. No, we don't want to be bothered. No. But if our back's against the wall, I'd rather sit down, get my mind right, come up with a plan. Because when you sit down, what I'm telling you, when you sit down and accept your situation, get your thoughts together, then that's when God can move in. But when you all over the place doubting, and you in this energy right here, you're desperate, you're willing to do anything, rob, steal, cheat, because you can't see past what you're going through. You can't see past the situation. It'll make you do things that you never thought that you would do. It will take you out of character. This energy will take you out of being, having faith, which is your superpower. Prayer, which is your superpower. There is nothing that the God in you can't get you through. It is nothing. So I'm talking to the collective here that's going to be real and that's going to be honest. That's feeling like this. You feeling like you left out in this energy, you left out in the cold, you don't have anybody, you isolated, you're by yourself. A lot of you are by yourself because you are spiritual. Your family disown you. You disown your family. They don't see you. You the black sheep. You don't have nobody. So you feel like the things that's getting ready to happen or the things that's happening to you, You don't have no support. So you feel like you're not going to win. You feel like that you're not going to make it through, but that's a lie. If you was never going to make it through, you wouldn't have never made it through to this time. It's many people who did not make it and would not have made it this far compared to the things that you have been through. This here that you feel right now, this here, for those of you that's feeling this, you the black sheep, you don't have no family, it's just you, don't nobody understand you, you isolated. Everybody betrayed you, hurt you. You're being triggered. You feel like everything that you've worked towards, everything you are, everything you don't feel that power. You don't feel that positive energy flowing through you like you used to. Because you believe in this. You're not accepting your situation for just the way it is what it is. Okay, God, I lost my job. Okay, God, I lost my job. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? What is the plan? How am I supposed to move right now? I guarantee you, if you will just sit down, accept the situation, talk to God, even if you have to just pray and fast for a day, so you can hear God and hear God clearly, I promise you, He won't let you down. I promise you that. Some of you are stuck because once you in this energy here of lack, loss, and not accepting, running, negative mindset, because this brings negativity in your mind, your thoughts. It's nothing positive about this. You allow negative thoughts, the triggering that you see, whatever you're going through, you're being triggered, and it's bringing you a negative mindset, which makes you stuck. It makes you stuck, and this says frozen, indecision. Exactly. So when you're stuck, when you're in this negative mindset and you're not accepting your situation for what it is so you can move forward, you get stuck and you can't make a decision. You can't move forward because all your thoughts is negative. Doubts. What you don't have. Who you don't have in your life. You don't have anybody to support you. You don't have no man. You don't have no woman. It's just you. It's just your kids. It's just this. Just. Because at the end of the day, I still stand on it. I still stand on that. At the end of the day, you're still standing. A lot of people lost their lives and would have lost their lives if they was in your shoes. They would not have made it. Based off the things that you've already been through, already conquered. So whatever it is that's triggering you, whatever you've seen, whatever you're going through, whatever you're getting ready to go through, you will get through it. Remember who you are. Again, I'm talking to the collective that is going through, that's triggered by what they see, is triggered by the loss that's getting ready to come upon everybody, all of the collective. We getting ready to lose in some type of way. High prices, you're losing. You're going to lose money that way. losing jobs, being laid off, losing family members to push out. You already know the story. Loss is what's coming for us all. But God said he already knew that this was coming, and he's already prepared a way for you to get out, to escape. And you may not see what God has for you. So in order for you to see, you're going to have to sit down. And when I say sit down, I mean literally. Sit down with yourself. Sit down with your thoughts. Reason with yourself. All that negative stinking thinking, you're going to have to change your mindset. Because you can't have this stinking thinking and hear God and hear the plan that's for you. God said this is the truth. The sword is the truth. God is here to give you the truth. Your truth on how you are going to get out of this situation. You have to believe. You have to have faith. We all are in the same boat. Different situations. Different situations. But the same boat. And at the end of the day, it's loss. We all are going to lose something. Some are going to lose more than others. But loss is loss. We as a collective have to prepare. I'm talking to you to help you. I'm not saying you got to be perfect. None of us are perfect. I'm trying to help you so you will not sit in this energy for a long length of time and waste your time when you can be sitting with yourself, collecting your thoughts, collecting what God has for you so you can start preparing and moving forward and making those conscious decisions to turn your situation around. Because see, it still stands. What was sent out, what this loss is meant to do, it's meant to harm. It's meant to keep you stuck. It's meant to keep you in fear. See, but what God has for you is for your good. God is always working things out for your good. But we have to do our part. You can't stay in shock, in awe for a whole month and be depressed for a whole month and go through this for a whole month. You can't. You have your time. You go shock, awe. But then it's time to sit down. It's time to get with God. Okay, God, you allowed this to happen. Okay, let's get to it. Why is this happening? What do I need to do? Tell me where I need to go. Tell me what decisions I need to make. And to give God the grace to order your steps. Wherever you walk, wherever you go. It's a plot, it's a plan of action. You don't know it. You get up one day and you just think you just going to the store. You go to the store and somebody pay for your groceries. That was ordered up. You didn't know nobody was going to pay for your groceries, but God sent that person in for you because you needed some groceries. You needed some food. That's what I'm talking about. At this point in time, we don't have the time to sit idly on woulda, coulda, shoulda. What happened? Why is this happening? No, you have a little short window of time for that, but then you got to come out of that. You can't stay in this energy. You got to move out and allow the truth to come into your mind, your thoughts, your spirit. Allow God to show you, walk you through your truth for a time such as this for your life. Changing the course. You're getting ready to change the course. All your training, all the things that you've been through, now you're getting ready to change your course. The course of action is getting ready to change upon your life. Because the world has changed, you got to change. And anytime something changes, we got to go through something. Sometimes things need to change and it's just outrageous. It's just such a blow. Why is this happening? Because it's time because God knows that you have to change the course. Because if you don't detour, if you don't change, if you don't uproot, if you don't turn right now in this direction, it's going to be, this blow that you have is going to be much, much more detrimental to you. So yeah, I may allow this to happen, but I'm getting ready to detour you all the way around. Just so I can have time to change things for you. That by the time you turn all the way, by the time you get back here, I'm able to bless you with more than you even had before. But you got to trust the process. You have to trust God. You have to trust and you have to have faith. And I'm not talking about trusting and having faith and just, you know, human, no emotion. No, even with tears in your eyes, even in disappointment, have faith. Tears of disappointment, tears of hurt, that doesn't change when you have faith. It doesn't change the way your faith, doesn't change the elevation of your faith. It's just a human emotion. Tears cleanses your soul. Tears help to cleanse, help you to be able to get through, help you to be able to push through. So just because you have tears and just because you're disappointed and just because you hurt doesn't mean that you can't still have faith. You can and you must. A lot of you is triggered because you're watching so much news, you're on social media, the World Wide Web. In some type of way, you're watching too much of it and you're being triggered. So in response to that, limit some of it because it's triggering you, it's affecting you, it's making you feel some type of way. You're not alone. You're not alone. Most of you and all of us that's spiritual, all of us that's woke, you should know by now that you're not alone. Just because you don't have a body with you, a body on side of you, doesn't mean that you're alone. You have your ancestors, your angels. You have your star family. You have so much more support than a physical human being laying up with you or in your life could give you. Go back to that. Acknowledging them, loving them, giving them the honor, being grateful for them. Because if it was not for them, man, oh man, that's all I'm going to say about it. Limit that. Is there anything else? I just want, God wants to just say, for those of you that it doesn't resonate yet with, keep this, because we all gonna need it at some point. Keep this in your memory bank. For those of you that's already affected, know that everything is gonna be all right. It's going to be all right. You can't say 1 minute that God is your all. You can't say that God has your back 1 minute, and then when you go through something or something happen, then it's as if God don't even matter. You have to have one mind when it comes to God. And you got to stand on that thing. No matter what happens, today, tomorrow, no matter who projecting, no matter who sending, no matter who hates you, no matter what, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right no matter what. But you have to prepare. You have to prepare an atmosphere for God to continue to be able to tell you, to show you, to be able to speak to you. And he can't speak to you if you all messed up and all confused and believing the hype. A lot of this stuff that you seeing is to create fear. It's to get you scared and get you confused, and you are believing it. Believe God, not this. And I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to leave it right there. But just know that God is with you. Your ancestors are with you. Your angels are with you. Just like they have always been. They ain't went nowhere. They right there. And they helped you then. They helped you yesterday. They helped you last year. They helped you 5 years ago. They helped you 10 years ago. They helped you when you came out your mama's womb. They helped you. And they're going to help you right now. Bam. And there it is. Hit those comments, guys. And I want you, if this resonate or even if it don't resonate, I want you to put in the comments, I'm going to be all right. I am going to be all right. My faith is in check. I am going to be all right. My faith is in check. I need to see that. Hit the like, subscribe, share. Sending love, sending healing your way. And Trinity is